I'm not good with plans. I'm not good with planning things out. It just stresses me out.
You're alone again. I shouldn't be thinking of you, thinking of me. I know.
Hello, everyone. This is Mike from the Daily Bread Weekly Get a Microphone on and Talk About My Life podcast. Uh, this is where I mean, you'd be listening to it, but if someone's new, then basically I just sit here and just find a topic and talk about it for like 10 minutes, and that's pretty much it. I don't really think I've seen any other webcomic out there do this, which not like tooting my own horn or anything, but I've been trying to find some way to I was like trying to figure out how to take the comic and then open it up because my friend has said to me one time, he's like, I like this because I know you. But there are people that are finding it and they kind of like it because they just get the humor or the sarcasm or whatever. But I felt like this is the way to kind of break down that wall, even though I'm not like talking to someone specifically. But it's like you get the behind the scenes. Like I would love to hear this from like the dude who does the oatmeal or like Pants or like Adam Tots. I think I would enjoy listening to him. I think he'd be fucking really funny. There's another guy too, Adam JK. He's really funny. I feel like he'd have a great podcast about something. But so who knows? Who knows? Maybe those folks will take a note from someone doing this who has like no giant fan base and they've got like millions of followers. And I was actually thinking about the other day, right, where there's these people that they get a ton of followers and they have like millions of followers, let's say on Instagram or something. I can't imagine the amount of time it takes to fucking reply or to try to play nice and comment and reply to comments and answer messages. I mean, there's got to be a point where they're just like, fuck this shit. But then you look like an asshole. So it's like I kind of don't mind. I think I got like 1,600 followers on there, and I think about 800 of them were like friends before I changed the account over to the comic. Like they were actually people that this is. I mean, if you scroll down my Instagram account all the way to the beginning, it starts in I think 2011 or 2010, and the first picture is from my ex-wife. I think it's that one. She's like drinking a coffee because we had a snowstorm in Jersey, and I was living in Morristown, so we had to go buy shovels. So we drove down to REI, and actually no, we had to get shovels. We had to get boots as well. So we had like nothing. So we ended up driving down to REI, and I think I took that photo in the parking lot of an REI, which is funny because I was like, "What's this Instagram thing? This seems kind of interesting." And like, "Oh, you take pictures and add filters onto it. That seems fun." I don't know what to take a picture of here. Person I'm married to, or I think at the time I was engaged. I was like, "I will take a photo of you, and then that will live in this thing forever." But if you keep scrolling through, I mean, like you'll see you can legit follow like me being married and then me going through a divorce and then me traveling the country and then finding Raleigh and then eventually finding the comic. But you'll see leading up to the comic, I start just posting pictures of things, and then once I post the first one that really started this, it just hasn't stopped. Like I've never gone back to the other thing, and then later on, like I found the name Daily Bread, and that's what this is. This is so funny. I like wanted to talk about going on vacation, and now I'm just talking about the fucking. These are the things I think about when I'm driving. Actually, I think that's why I love doing this podcast is because it's like everyone has conversations with themselves all the time, and I'm just taking them on and making it out loud. But these are like the thoughts I think about, like when I'm following people on Instagram, just thinking like, this must suck having that many fucking people, and then you have all those people just making shitty ass comments, and then like I'm sure that ruins their day. They'll have like 10,000 people saying that their stuff is great, and then one person will be like, "You're a piece of shit. This is crap. Go fuck yourself." And then that ruins their day. So it's like you're kind of putting yourself out there to get that crap from somebody for no fucking reason. And I don't understand why that comes along with the territory of just putting yourself out there. Granted, when I see things online, sometimes like I'm like, that's fucking shit. And and I've talked about this more, being very self-aware in my later years in life as I'm at now, and like going, okay, why am I mad about that? Like, why am I being triggered by this? What shit haven't I dealt with in my life? And but there'll be some times where something someone will post something and I know I'll comment and be like, fuck this. Like last week, my buddy Nick Barry, I don't know if he listens to this anymore, but he's a great human being. So he wrote something about people wearing masks, and some woman went on his post and was just like, well, fucking, I guess, I don't know what the hell she said. She was basically just bitching like, well, it's not gonna do anything good now because I'm just a giant piece of shit and I'm negative. So I stupidly comment like, that's right, let's not try. And then she replies, and then I reply with like a GIF, and then she replies, and I was like, okay, I gotta stop. I'm getting fired up by this person that could be a nice person in real life. Like I've commented places where people probably think I'm a giant piece of shit, and I don't think I'm a bad person, but um, I'm just thinking like all I think of all the things that I want to say to this person to just destroy her, and I'm like, that's not good. I'm gonna move away from take myself out of the situation, and hopefully I'll stop thinking about it in like 5 minutes, and something new will take over my mind. But so that's good. So I'm working on that. I'm, getting through things. Um, I mentioned if you're new to this podcast too, like I just go all over the place. There kind of is a theme. Like some of these old episodes, there's a bit of a theme. Um, but it just feels, I'm telling you, man, it just feels fucking cathartic just to say this shit. It's like when you're thinking of this stuff in your car, and you're like, when the fuck would I say this? Like, just start a random podcast. You'd be like, this is what I'm thinking about now. This is, fuck it. Why not? It doesn't have to make any sense. But yeah, if you're new to the podcast, I just kind of jump all over the place a lot. And, but actually, going back to what I really and originally wanted to talk about, I am taking a vacation this week, kind of. So today's a Monday. I always post these on Tuesdays. I usually record it the day before or like the weekend before. And by the time this comes out, I will be. Oh, there goes my timer. By the time that this comes out, oh, shut up. Jeez, hold on a second. All right. By the time this comes out, I know I'll still be home, like packing, because I just decided over the weekend I really wanted to take a trip. And then yesterday, my friends, we were drinking, and they said we have a beach house or a condo that we always go to a lot down in Sunset Beach in North Carolina. You should come down there. And I was like, okay, but I really want to go for the week. So they were going to go down on like Wednesday. And I was like, well, let me go. I haven't been in Wilmington yet. So I found an Airbnb and I just booked it. And so I'm going to go there Tuesday through Friday. And then Friday, I'm going to drive down to Sunset Beach, hang out with them. And then I'll leave like probably Sunday. So I get this week to go to the beach, and I'm not good with idle time. Like I don't sit around. Like I can't sit in my apartment on a Tuesday and just go, I'm just gonna play fucking video games all day, which I technically could because I've worked for myself for 14 years, and I can do these things. I just feel like I'm completely wasting my fucking time, and so I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do when I'm down there. I know I'm gonna work on things. And this project just landed on my lap, and this guy's like, "We need you to do like 6 animated videos because I do animation through Drive 80 Studios. That's my animation company that I've had for almost 10 years on paper. And this company wants me to do 6 2-minute videos, and the price that I'm getting for it, it's definitely a good price. It's if anyone else was in my industry and they heard what I was getting, they'd be like, "Get fucked. That's so cheap." But for me, I'm like, this is a decent amount of money to do this. And but this deadline's like August 11th, so this thing's coming out on July 21st. So I don't really have that much time to design all these fucking things and then animate them. And then I have another project coming in next week I have to animate. So I have to, on my vacation, as I'm air quoting, design these and then get sign up and stuff. But I told the guy I needed half up front, and he's not emailing me back. So I'd be like, look, dude, the clock's ticking, bro. So either you let's hopefully get that in, or this is gonna push the date off because I'm not gonna have a smaller window to do this stuff. But back to the vacation thing, I found this cool place in Wilmington, and it's through Airbnb, so I'm gonna go there. And it's like 30 minutes from the beach, so it's on the opposite side of Wilmington. So I'm gonna be on the west side, and the beach obviously is on the east side because this is North Carolina. It's on the East Coast. So I'm gonna go see if I'm good at hanging out on a beach. And I started making a list of things to bring, and I just bought all this fucking food for this week, and I can't really bring it down because I don't have like a working kitchen. So like I'm in like all this produce that's sitting in my fridge, and I gotta like maybe throw it in the freezer or something. Actually, that's not a bad idea. See, like I'm not good with this stuff. Like 2015, I sold everything and traveled, and I was good at picking up and going to a new city and just figuring things out. And it's pretty much the moment I get down there tomorrow, it just kick in, like my survival mode of being a single guy going on vacation by himself. Um, but I'm excited because I have no plans except go there and I leave to come back Saturday or Sunday. That's it. And I'm not good with plans. I'm not good with planning things out. It just stresses me out. And when I was married, I mean, we used to do a lot of all our weekends, we'd go visit family and friends. And the anxiety I have about that right now is gnarly. Um, in my head, I think that I'll become anxious, and I feel the anxiety when I think about that. Since like I can't just be like, oh, this weekend I'm gonna go here and do this thing. Like I just don't like that shit anymore. So I don't know how the fuck one day I'm gonna get married if someone's all about planning all the time, or I can't. Like I've said this before, like just the thought of having kids. I mean, I'm only thinking about the technical side of kids. Like I'm not thinking about like the emotional connection and the love and all that great stuff that you get from the joy. I mean, that stuff I'm sure overpowers all that other planning and having kids and the just the black and white part of it. But I mean, the older I get, man, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm down to complicate my fucking life with someone else's way of living. But who knows? It's been a long time since I've loved somebody, so maybe all that comes back and washes away. Just like, oh, whatever you want, whatever you want to do, I am now yours. But I think that'd be cool. It would be cool to have someone to go away with. I wish I did have someone to come with me this weekend. It would be nice to have that again. But that's not gonna happen unless I don't know. Someone I end up meeting someone in my apartment tonight because I'm sure as fuck not going out. So I don't know how that's gonna go down. And I just deleted Tinder off my phone again because that just, ugh, God, what a mess. Yeah. Um, so go on a vacation, quote unquote, where I'll still be working, but then by a beach. And I live in North Carolina. This is a great place. I'm driving my Jeep down. Just got brand new tires on about a month ago, so that makes me happy. Except that my interior has this like constant dinging. There's like this airbag thing that was a problem. It's not the airbag's the problem, but it's just like the airbag light comes on, so it constantly comes on and off and just dings the whole fucking time. And it's really obnoxious, so I'll be listening to that for about 2 hours on the drive, which is just great. So I gotta figure out I'm gonna take the top off the Jeep and drive down. I think I'll get like a massive sunburn if I do that, which would probably be pretty bad. But I do have a little anxiety about driving down because I haven't driven really far in a very long time. And this would technically be the first vacation I've taken, again, quote unquote, in fucking 2 years. Like 2 years, I think tomorrow is when my old band Lane Meyer played a reunion show in Jersey. I think that was the date. And I was in New Jersey, and I wouldn't say that was a vacation. Sure, I was up there visiting, and I was staying with my drummer Sean, who's one of my best friends. And but the whole week we were like practicing, and I was working all day on stuff, and I was had like other podcasts which I was working on and editing. So I'm always doing something. I can't just like I don't know. Hopefully, I mean maybe I can like go sit on a beach and just read a book. I mean I have a lot of books that I'm looking at that I potentially could read. on a beach. I don't know. That's what I like about going without any plans. You just kind of learn something about yourself, or you're just wander around and you're not disappointed because you don't have any expectations. Like, I have no expectations for this weekend, and hopefully I'll come back with like a clear head and I'll be refreshed. I'll be like ready to rock. Uh, Hopefully, just dropped like $450 on a fucking Airbnb for 4 days. Well, really, like I have to get in at like 3 o'clock on a Tuesday. It just seems like a lot of time to, but I guess they have to like de-COVID the room. That's creepy. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I'll do another podcast when I'm down there. Actually, no. I said that. That just sounds like an awful idea. So no, I don't think I'm gonna do that. Um, but that's it. And other than that, I'm trying to think of ways to expand on the comic a bit more. I've been doing commission prints, so if you want to get a commission print, just send me like one or three things that you love, or I just had someone commission something for a couple. It was a gift, so there's I'm not gonna say who they were because it's still a surprise, but they got that as a, like I said, they commissioned it as a gift and they loved it. And it's a pay what you are, and this person paid a ton of fucking money, which was like, holy shit, that was awesome. But it's what you decide the value is to you, and you can just message me on Instagram. I also, what am I doing? I don't know. I guess the three things. I have a punk podcast. This was the scene. You want to check it out? It's about the late '90s punk scene. I just interviewed Chris from Less Than Jake, and then Tim from Dropkick Murphys, and I've done like Norm from Texas the Reason, and who else did I do? Ian from Newfound Glory. Uh, the fuck else did I do? God, there's so many. There's like 105 episodes, so you can check it out. But yeah, I was sick with, well, and I have drive80.com. It's my animation company. Want to check it out. But as far as the comic goes, I appreciate that people are liking it, even though it's just like super simple stuff. But I'm trying to make it more fun and like trying to find some things to do in the website to make it more like, I don't know, very oatmeal-ish. Not like rip its style off, but I used to do quizzes and things. I want to find interactive things like that. I'm also thinking of doing books for sale that'll be hand drawn. So it'll be probably like 250 or $500. I'm just gonna just put a stupid fucking price tag on this and just hand draw them. But I'll try to make it like a thick book where it's like, I don't know, 80 pages, 100 pages or something, so it's totally worth it. But it'd be hand fucking drawn. It'd just be the comics that I want to put in there. So I'll go back through all the ones I've done in the last 2.5 years and just choose the best ones, and maybe throw some new ones in there, and maybe customize it to you and make it like some not interactive, but where the book is very personalized. So who knows? I might be doing it with field notes as well, but I don't know. I have all these ideas. So if that sounds cool to you, then message me, and I'd love to do that stuff. And thank you for listening to these episodes. And in the meantime, people want to yell at you for wearing a mask, or they think masks are stupid, then just tell them to go, I don't know, get fucked. Thanks.